only because of that truth could I love someone else. 1. Rejected. Rejected, Us Weekly. This was the one-word headline slapped underneath my photo after my breakup with Brooks. It was right on the cover. Sometimes being a cover girl sucks. I sat on the dock, stunned. The only sounds were the lapping of gentle waves against the dock and my sobs. I wiped tears from my cheeks and pushed wind-blown hair out of my face. Cameras circled around me, silent but present. To explain how I got here, let's revisit the most embarrassing moment I've ever been blessed with, or more like plagued with. I thought it was just another day in the Bachelorette fairy tale, and that I would be going on another date from the producer's playbook of epic dates. It would involve a sweeping view, some cool mode of transportation, horses, maybe, or more likely a helicopter, champagne toast, and a perfect red rose waiting to be handed out or withheld. The cast, crew, and I were in Antigua. I was down to my last 3 guys, Brooks, Chris, and Drew. I'd already had dates with the 2 other guys and was dying to see Brooks again. I hadn't seen him in the week since meeting his family, and while I still had questions for him, I wanted our date today to solidify our feelings. I hoped I would be pinning a rose boutonniere to his suit jacket that night. I worried, though, that something might go wrong. Of the remaining guys, Brooks was the only one who hadn't expressed his love for me. It's just the show, I thought. He'll be more comfortable now that there aren't any other group dates, and the end is in sight. We'd been on several dates by this point, each one leaving me intrigued to find out more about Brooks. During the first date, I dressed up in a wedding gown and veil, and he wore a tux. He picked me up, wedding gown and all, to lift me into the Bentley. It's safe to say he swept me off my feet, literally and metaphorically. My nerves, which had been jittery since the beginning of the show process, calmed at that moment because I knew I could relax in his arms. Company. Afterward, we hiked to the Hollywood sign and sat on a grassy slope with the glittering panorama of Los Angeles spread out at our feet. I talked about how the sign reminded me of people chasing their dreams. Like many other starry-eyed idealists, I'd come to La La Land to pursue some dreams of my own. Brooks confided in me about a past relationship. His face became pensive as he spoke about his last breakup, and it was apparent that the rejection had left a deep scar. But I could only focus on his fun-natured spirit and hope the past rejection wouldn't come between us. A vivid sunset filled the sky, and I started the kiss count of the season right there below the Hollywood sign. Up until then, I intentionally hadn't kissed anyone. To this day, it still surprises me when the Bachelor and Bachelorette leads kiss the candidates on the first night. You've known them for only about 5 minutes. Maybe I'm more traditional than the other leads preceding me, but by the time I kissed Brooks, I not only knew his name, first and last, but also, most importantly, that we had a connection we could build on. Kiss completed and deemed very good by both parties, we went off to dinner. We were hand in hand and giddy with the childlike excitement you feel before Christmas morning because we didn't know what to expect next. We walked onto a bridge with a sparkling chandelier suspended over our table and a private concert playing just for us. Silly 8th grade dance moves ensued, and those, combined with the sweet warmth from the bubbly, left me with a schoolgirl crush. I knew then that this date was setting high expectations for my other dates to come. On paper, Brooks was everything I loved in a guy. Sensitive, adventurous, creative, not to mention his shaggy but in an artsy way hair. If only I could have read between the lines. As I mentioned, he was everything I was always drawn to, and that was the biggest problem of all. Now, just a few short weeks from a possible proposal, I headed to my last date with Brooks. A catamaran ride to Great Bird Island, followed by a candlelit dinner. Don't mind if I do. I waited by the blue-green water in a loose top mirroring the colors of the sea and with the ever-present mic tucked into my back. Though I was excited for the date, I was exhausted, not only from the never-ending filming and relentless travel schedule, but also from the emotional weight of the show. I'd been whittling my way down from 25 relationships to 3, all while feeling horrible about sending really nice, genuine guys home. as the guys confess their affection.
To keep listening to this audiobook for free, click the link in the description. It will take you to a free Audible trial where you can listen to this and many other books for free for 30 days.